20 igual es para hoy.
Ya.
6 o'clock.
Ya. ¿No hay campanas?
There's no bells today?
No bells. Qué raro.
Hey! Hello everybody. Oh, hello nobody. How are you? Anybody there? Anybody watching? Okay. So, good afternoon everybody. Welcome to Tuesdays with Fran.
Anelo.
And Elo. I'm Fran.
I'm not Fran.
You're Elo. So, welcome. Today we are going to be walking the pilgrimage route in the city of Pamplona, because we've been in Logroño, we've been in Estella,
In Punta la Reina, yeah.
We've done almost all the stages of the Camino de Santiago, but we have not done our hometown. Yes. So today we're going to be walking on the footsteps of the pilgrims in the Camino de Santiago. Hola Jorge, so good to see you.
Jorge.
So, shall we start?
No puedo con el sol.
Okay, so get your glasses because it's super sunny. Today is a beautiful, bright day. So, as we said, welcome to the Camino de Santiago in the city of Pamplona. If you're a pilgrim, before you enter the city of Pamplona, you are going to be welcomed by this. Hola Beverly, hola Susie. How are you? Hey Jamie. It's a beautiful day. Yes, you are right.
Too hot.
Too hot.
Too hot today.
It's like 30 degrees. That is 90.
29.
So it's
when
90.
I was coming here, it's 29.
Beautiful day. Anyway.
No beautiful.
So, you are welcome by this crucifix that dates back to the 16th century. Okay, and here, although we're missing the head, for the pilgrims to know that they are in the Camino de Santiago, that is obviously St. James. And if you see, he is, I don't know if you can see it very well because of the light.
Because of the sun, yes.
That's a scallop shell, and that is St. James, but unfortunately, he is beheaded. Anyway, the thing is that the entrance to the city of Pamplona is through this beautiful medieval bridge. The bridge of the Magdalena. It is from the 12th century, although some years later it was redone. Okay, so it's Romanesque, part Gothic, but it is. Hola Janet. Janet says hello.
Hi Janet.
So, shall we become pilgrims and let's start walking in the path of the pilgrims of the Camino de Santiago. This bridge is over the Arga river. Salud. This girl just sneezed on top of us.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get COVID, but we're gonna get a flu from her. So anyway, allergies. Yes,
you have many trees here around the river.
Yes. So as you can see, we always say that Pamplona is one of the greenest city in Spain. We
have like 42 trees per person.
Yes, 42 trees per person in the city of Pamplona, which is,
I think it's something like that.
Really amazing. Hi Elizabeth. So as you see, it's a very green city, and we love our river. Okay, all along the riverbanks we have people sunbathing, like, let's see, those kids. Where are they?
Some minutes ago we have some jumping from the bridge down to the river.
It was like,
I'm not going to try to do that.
It's like, that's not us.
No.
So let's continue walking. So we're beginning to see pilgrims in the city of Pamplona.
Yes.
In fact, they're there sitting.
We have seen like 6.
Well,
where we were coming.
There are 3 right there.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll say hello to them. I don't know if they speak any English or not, but one of the things that we love our hometown, it's the green. As you see,
we have a big park which is in the river.
Yes.
Surrounding the river is like 32 kilometers. You can walk, ride a bicycle. It is quite amazing.
So, as you walk in the Camino de Santiago, well, I think this is like the most picturesque thing you can imagine. Yes. Here we have the crucifix and the 3 pilgrims. It's like, no way. It's so pretty, Debbie. Yes, it is. We swear we didn't pay them to stay there, okay?
And we don't have to talk with them. Yes?
We don't have to talk to them, so we'll see if they want to talk a little bit.
Yes.
Les hablo yo, ¿no?
Sí, mejor.
Hola. Muy bueno, o sea, os quito de cámara primero. Estamos retransmitiendo para unos americanos. ¿Os importa que os preguntemos nada de dónde sois y las cosas? Okay. A ellos. To them. Okay. So we have asked them if they don't mind to ask them a couple of questions. Así que sois peregrinos. ¿Desde dónde venís?
Desde Bilbao.
Desde Bilbao. Pero bueno, ¿desde dónde venís hoy andando? Desde Zubiri. Bueno, calor, ¿no? Tela.
Sí, hace, sí.
So, these guys are from Bilbao. Bueno, no sé si habléis inglés o no.
Sí.
Ah, wow. So you speak English.
This is better, yeah?
Okay, much better. So they're from Bilbao. If you, I don't know if you have gone to our YouTube channel, we have done already Bilbao. We have shown Bilbao. If not, go check it. They're from Bilbao and they're walking all the Camino. Are you walking everything or only Navarra?
Only, well, we don't know, maybe 12 days.
Ah, déjame el. Okay, let me get the microphone to him.
Uf, mucha presión, ¿eh?
Ah, Estás
La
cansado.
presión aumenta, la presión
Pressure,
aumenta.
pressure. Nah. So you want to walk about 12 days.
Yeah, more or less, we don't know.
You don't know. No plans.
No plans.
How come you're so late? Because it's way too hot.
Yeah, because we were spending like the last time in the river.
Oh, okay. So you've been enjoying the river.
Yes.
Okay. So do you know where you want to finish?
Today.
No, not today. In 12 days. Is there a goal or donde sea?
¿Cuándo vamos a acabar?
Más adelante, Burgos, Hornillos, el camino,
So-
no sabemos muy bien, vamos un poco sobre la marcha.
So you're just going wherever it takes you,
Yeah,
and
wherever.
hopefully near Burgos.
Yes.
That's so cool. Bueno, todos os dicen hola. Everybody says hello.
Hello.
So, oye, buen camino. Y nada, muchísimas gracias por dejarnos asaltaros.
Vosotros.
Thank you so much.
Qué ricasco.
Eskerrik asko, Agur. Okay, so as you see, they're nice pilgrims. It's very strange to see them walking this late in the day.
Yes, because yes,
This is way too hot. I mean,
usually pilgrims start walking really early in the morning because what they want is to avoid the sun hours, yes,
yeah, the heat.
the heat of course, and they prefer to stay in town like a, ¿cómo se dice mediodía?
Midday.
Midday for enjoying
that's-
pinchos, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think for us it's very great to start seeing pilgrims because for the last year we have seen barely no pilgrim. I mean,
Yeah,
It's-
and we are in the high season of
yeah,
the pilgrimage.
now should be like
yes?
the highest season. We
It
should.
is like May and
Yeah.
June, and after in September and October, because in August it is too,
Yeah, it's
hot,
too hot.
for doing the Camino.
So now it's the perfect, one of the best moments to walk the Camino. I think it's right now. Now in September, June and September are the most
September, yes,
beautiful moments to walk the Camino.
Because walking the Camino here in Navarra is quite easy.
Yeah.
But if you are going to keep walking after in La Rioja or in Castilla, when you are going to suffer the sun
Yes, because it's super
without
flat.
no trees, yes.
This
If
flat,
it is-
this
yes.
no trees is like hell. Okay, buen camino! Yay! Let us turn the camera around because
vamos a
we were
cruzar.
waiting for this light to turn green.
Yes.
So it's not that we were stopping there just because we wanted.
Oh, la moto casi nos pilla.
Yeah, that bike almost got run over us. So, yep,
And we need to wait.
and yet another one.
Yes.
Green light. So, as we were saying, pilgrims are all year round. In the winter, it's not forbidden, but crossing the Pyrenees in the winter,
It is not easy.
It's not easy and
Yes,
very
yes.
dangerous. Really,
But
very dangerous.
if we go to Roncesvalles during February, you can see some pilgrims from the north.
Yes.
Yes, from Finlandia and from this
Finland.
country because they didn't have any problem with the
They're used to
with
it.
the snow and,
Right.
and with the
Let's
trees.
cross the street and let me
Yeah.
turn the camera around. Think. So, when you're a pilgrim, what you have to look for is for the yellow arrow. So here, on the tree, we have a yellow arrow, and in the city of Pamplona, we also have placed on the floor the scallop shell. Ooh, let's see if we can get some shade out of it, and there we go.
Yes.
So, okay, Avi, you have to keep on reloading the page. Well, I don't know, because sorry for that, but nothing we can do about that. Because we're open air and connection is very good, so hopefully it gets a little better. Okay, Avi? So, in Pamplona, you're a pilgrim, you enter the city
If you don't get lost.
if you don't get lost,
Yes,
because the
the
entrance to
last
Pamplona.
year we are having many pilgrims that told us that they get lost when they try to get to Pamplona for crossing this bridge.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, it seems easy, but it ain't. to find the place. So
It is not
from
easy,
here
no?
you enter the city through the ramparts, the walls of the city, the medieval walls of the city
Yes.
that they were constructed.
At the end of the 16th century and the start of the 17th, yes?
So-
Something like that.
We're, by the way, on the on the
the
north
north
bank
part,
of the
yes.
city of Pamplona. Okay, this is where we have the river. We have a natural cliff. I don't know if you get to see how high our walls are here. Let us get into the shade, so
Yeah, probably would
the
be better.
camera will be a little better. Okay, there we go. Unfortunately, the sun, it's too high. The light is not perfect, but well,
Yeah.
it's good enough.
Nunca estamos contentos.
We're never
Cuando
happy.
llueve,
If it
porque
rains,
llueve.
you're right. You are
cuando
right.
hace
If it's raining, we're like, oh, it's raining. It's too sunny now. It's like, well. Anyway, we are in the north bank of the river of the city of Pamplona. The south bank, it is the Ciudadela, the citadel.
Yeah, when we
That we have
we
also
stayed
done
there, yes.
the tour of the Ciudadela. So, as you see, Pamplona is a very defensive, very strong fortification. Oh, allergies! Sorry!
COVID.
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 No,
COVID.
that's not COVID.
Francisco.
That's not COVID. That is just a little bit of allergies. Sorry for that. That's my sneeze in the middle of a talk here. Okay, whoop, where are you? Oh. Okay, here we go. Let's turn the camera around. So, all of this is the route of the pilgrims of the Camino de Santiago. Once again, too much sun,
Oof.
but what we're gonna do, we've been practicing how to do the sun issue. So we're gonna come all the way to here, now to the other side, and here you get to see our incredibly
Como
strong.
hay ortigas, yo me meto ahí con sandalias. No.
Yeah, no, hopefully there's no poison ivy where I'm walking on.
Nah.
So all of these are very strong defensive. You have to think that here we are facing north, which is France. The biggest enemy of the old kingdom of Navarra was,
On the 16th century
On the 16th
and
century,
in the 17th
yeah.
century, yes.
it was the kingdom of France. Okay, so the biggest defense had to be on this side of the city. Okay, so here we have these impressive ramparts. I personally love them. I mean, I think it's the walk of the ramparts in the city. It's one of the cool things that you can do. Okay, and once again,
and we use it a lot because the people who is living on the south part of Pamplona get to the downtown walking through here. Yes.
yeah, Pamplona is a very walkable city.
Yes.
I mean, we come
It is not
walking.
so big.
No, it's small, and there are no big, huge things going around. So
It is quite easy.
it's easy. It's really, really easy. Alright. Well, by the way, this is a little uphill. I hear the two of us were like,
Y además voy con sandalias. Me
why
están
you go with
entrando las
sandals?
piedras.
you knew that we were going to be walking in the pilgrimage, so
Yes, not
no
in
sandals
sandals.
today. Not a clever
But it's
idea.
too hot.
Yeah,
yes.
it's way too hot.
And I came from the swimming pool, remember?
So the thing is that here, what we are right now, it is, as we were saying, we're facing France. France is right behind where we are. And this, what we're getting now, it is one of the 6 original gates or entrances to the city of Pamplona. And this entrance, as we are facing France, we didn't think too much about the name. It is the French gate.
We were not so much original with the names, yes?
We're not very original putting names here. The thing is that this beautiful gate, it's the only one that is placed in its original localization.
And it is
Original.
still working.
And it still works.
It works.
Let
yes,
me.
it works.
Yes. So it is a drawbridge that,
It is like in the films.
like in the movies. Let us turn around so you can see it. Okay. Here we go. Okay, now it's perfect. Beverly, I see you're asking something. I can imagine wearing a backpack. Yes, imagine wearing a backpack here. A day like today, it's so hot. So, what we say is that this beautiful gate, this beautiful entrance to the city of Pamplona, is still working. We have cars coming in and out, and these gates, they have the original machine to work it. You see, it's quite archaic.
Yeah.
And the thing is that every year in Christmas, this gate is closed.
Only one day.
Only
a
one
year.
day.
Yes?
Yep. Let's wait for the car to pass. members of Walking in Pamplona doing the Camino in 2016. Elizabeth, isn't it beautiful? Welcome. So the thing is that in Christmas, this gate is closed because here we don't celebrate Santa Claus. We celebrate the three wise men, the Epiphany, and
January.
the January 5th. And what we do is we close the gate. All the kids are around here.
And of course, the three
wise men
came in camels.
Yep.
And they cross the Magdalena.
They cross the bridge that we just.
Yes. And after they
come here and they see the gate closed.
Yes.
And they scream, well, if the gate is closed, maybe the kids don't want our presents. And then all the kids go crazy. Yes, we want them.
And don't forget the one parent.
And the parents, of course, because I'm like
and
a baby.
The one parents.
The one parents, yes, it's the worst. It's super fun. So then all the kids start screaming, open the gate. It's super cute. The three kings, there we go, Kathy. And there is
someone
that they open it by hand.
Yes,
it's beautiful, and they
really
put the drawbridge
yes.
down. So it's very, very cool. And you know, it's one of those beautiful little traditions that we have in
that
here.
We still have it, yes.
Yeah, so it's a beautiful tradition. Anyway,
Okay.
so as we keep on walking here, what we have, okay, now we're entering the city, we have to put our masks
yes.
on. So sorry.
Because if
You
not,
are
the
welcome
police-
by this coat of arms. This coat of arms, it is from Charles I of Spain, 5th of Germany, one of the Habsburgs, okay, the big emperor of Europe, well, of the world, okay, because you have to think that he was ruler of half of Europe and also almost all of America, or all South America. So he was a very impressive king, Charles V of Spain. So let's keep on walking. And now we enter really into the city.
Yeah.
Now we are right in
We
the
are
heart.
really into the downtown, into the old part of the city of Pamplona.
Yes, so here, if you're a pilgrim, you're going to find many albergues. Albergues are hostels
Yes.
for pilgrims.
Some of them are public,
Some
but
of-
some of them are private.
Yeah, and this is one of them.
This is private, yes?
Yep.
This is not public.
No, this is private. This is a private one. The public ones are the super mega cheap ones, okay? Which I hate. They're
Because
like,
of that, you will always find people waiting for
Yes.
the opening, for getting
because they're super,
a place
super
to
cheap.
sleep.
Yeah. So as you enter the city, you start seeing all these beautiful balconies. I stayed right there at the albergue. Oh my God, Debbie stayed in that albergue.
That one?
Really? How cool!
Qué casualidad.
That's amazing. So it was 2016, you said?
2016.
Wow.
Only 5 years old.
Yeah, so pretty cool. So all along the Camino de Santiago, we have beautiful houses, multicolored. Pamplona is a very colorful, all the old quarter of the city. We have a huge color palette of all the houses. As you see, we have pink, yellows, blues, purples. So Pamplona is
That
a
part is one of the most cool for having a, a beer or something.
Anyway, I don't know what you said, Elo, sorry. I was thinking, I'm like, what are we gonna do here? Let's keep on walking. So, okay, I hate the mask, it's way
No
too
puedo
hot.
respirar, tengo mucho calor con la mascarilla.
Yep. So, I love these yellow houses in front of us. For many years, all of these houses, they were only very old people, and obviously at the beginning they didn't have elevators. But now our city hall has made has given a lot of money to put elevators in most of all of these buildings.
Yeah, and most of them has lost some part of their houses for having the elevator
So,
because
yeah.
it's not easy.
Not easy. They were not thought for that.
And you know that we have here.
Okay, so here what we have, it is one of the fountains of the city of Pamplona. This is called La Fuente de la Navarrería. It is from the 18th century. And the thing is that in the city of Pamplona, although we have always had pretty much a lot of water in the city, it took all the way until the 18th century, 1700s, by the time we got running water inside of the city, okay, with fountains. It was a big, huge difference in the city of Pamplona. So, by the way, if you have ever seen some images of people jumping from a fountain during the week of the Run of the Bulls, that is the fountain that people jumped from. by the way.
And it is not allowed to do that.
It's illegal, and
Yes.
people from Pamplona, we have never jumped out of fountains. Okay, so it's not
Yes,
a
I think
local
that-
tradition.
I don't know why people start jumping from that place,
Yeah,
because
it's-
it is not
because of
something
what?
from here.
Okay, Pamplona city center, by the way, is only for pedestrians, unless you live
here.
in the city center.
Yes.
Then you have a special permission to ride your
Buy your
car.
car or your motor here.
Yeah, so the rest is nothing. Okay, so now we have to start talking about Saturnino and the riding of the bulls. This is the place where the Camino de Santiago meets the riding of the bulls. Okay, because pardon. Okay, kind of crowded. That was your cousin. So this is the exact place where the Camino meets the riding of the bulls. This is the route of the riding of the bulls during San Fermin. The bulls come from there all the way to here, and they make a 90 degrees angle to go that route.
Yeah,
This is
and
what it's called.
It is quite funny when you look people running with the bulls here and pilgrims going,
So it's kind of crazy.
going up in the fans trying to see the bulls.
So this is cool.
And
Dead Man's
before they
Corner.
start walking to the
That's-
next stop, yes.
That's cool. So, but today we're not talking about running with the bulls. We are talking
because
about
we are walking the Camino.
pilgrimage.
Remember? Yes.
Today we are in the Camino de Santiago, and as we say, we have shown you all along. If you're a normal tourist, maybe you don't get to see them, but there are all of these yellow arrows, absolutely everywhere in the city of Pamplona. Okay, so really, if you're a pilgrim, you will not get lost. If you're not a pilgrim, you're gonna be like, oh, what is that? I don't know. Well, it is the Camino de Santiago. Okay, so it's the big pilgrimage route everywhere around. So, as we keep on walking the Camino, the next stage, or the next important building that we find, it is Pamplona's City Hall. It is beautiful. We have shown you like 100,000 times already.
Because I think we have passed here.
I mean, this is the center.
A lot of tours.
Yeah, this is the real center of the city. This is our beautiful. There's running out the yellow arrows. Yay, Abby! So yes, they're absolutely everywhere. So this is our beautiful city hall from the 18th century. There you have the official flags. The green one is the city, red, yellow, red, Spain, the country. The red one, Navarra, the estate,
Navarra.
and the blue one, the EU, the European Common Market.
Yes.
So let's keep on.
Yes.
Yes, I know that. Here in the Plaza, the city hall square, we have the tourist office. So if you ever come to Pamplona, this is the place to come and ask for any type of information. Right? So
Now we are going to start walking Main Street in
Yes.
Pamplona.
once again, Abby, check the yellow arrow. They're everywhere around town.
And you have the cells in the floor.
Yes.
Don't
Oh,
forget.
that's right. And the shells that we have shown you, they're
Yes.
absolutely
Everywhere
everywhere
you
around
will
town.
find it.
So, as you see, we have, if you've done any of our tours before, we have skipped the cathedral. And we have skipped the cathedral for one reason, because the cathedral is not on the
Important,
pilgrim's
right.
route of the Camino de Santiago. The church that it is on the Camino de Santiago, it is this magnificent.
And probably this is the most important stop if you are doing the Camino
Yes.
here in Pamplona. This
If you're a pilgrim,
This
it's more
church.
important to come to this church, which is San Saturnino, okay, San Saturnino's
or
church,
San Fermin,
or San Fermin.
if you say that in French.
So this church has been was constructed in two different stages. Okay, the most important one, what you see, it is from the 13th century. It is a Gothic temple. Too much
Vamos
sun.
ahora.
Yes, there we go. Let's go to the sun. But the other half, it's Baroque. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna sneak in, and the connection might drop.
Yes.
So if it breaks, please let us know, and we will return in no time. So before we go inside, let us show you the tympanum, where we have Jesus Christ blessing all of us, which is very beautiful. And well, we have angels with trumpets, and Holy Mary and John praying with Jesus Christ. And at the bottom, in the dintel, on the left hand, we have it is the Last Judgment. Okay, so we have on the left, it is the people coming out from death. On the second stage, right, okay, let me see if I can do this. Here and here, these two, are the people that have been... Pasa, que no le vemos, no molesta, gracias. people are so nice. Oh, okay, there we go. There's a lady waiting for us so she doesn't bother us, so sweet. Anyway, those people that are totally dressed, they have been judged and they're the good people and they're praying to God. While on the right far side, where am I? Right there, you see all the people naked and they're in this big pot, which is evil. Those are the ones that have not made it. They are the sinners. Okay, so take a look at that. Isn't it beautiful? I love to zoom in because it's really great. And the polychromy, the colors are original.
I always, when I've seen that part with all the people inside the
the
water,
pot,
it is
yeah.
like, esto es una película de terror.
This is a gore.
Viendo,
It is a gore movie, yes. I mean, the Last Judgment. It's so strong, so beautiful, and so powerful. So let's see if we can come in.
Yes,
I don't know if the mass has started or not. Okay,
I
so
will see. If you want,
so the
you
thing.
can go
Wait.
here.
So well, you go first, Ella, and you tell me if we can go inside or not. Okay, cuida. Okay, so Ella says that yes, we can come in. Okay, so
We have no mass.
there's no mass yet.
No.
So here, this side, it is a beautiful Gothic temple. Okay. We have 2 minutes to go. Okay. Here, it's a beautiful Gothic temple, but on this side,
This is the reason because of the pilgrims came here to this church.
this Baroque side of the cathedral of the Church of San Saturnino is where we have the Holy Mary of the Camino de Santiago. Let's see.
Before keep
There we go.
walking, all the pilgrims came here to visiting her.
Yes.
It is one of the traditions.
Okay.
We are too far, yes.
Well, it's good enough, I guess. We cannot go any farther, any closer, unfortunately. But it's so beautiful. I love these two churches inside of one. One of the things I love about the Gothic part of this cathedral is the floor.
Yeah.
Here, if you see, all of these are tombs. Okay,
This
and
is
with the
the
numbers,
original,
they're
yes.
the
It's
original
the original
tombstones
floor,
or
yes.
tomb wooden parts. And with the numbers, we knew who was buried in here, which is amazing.
Now it is empty.
Okay, now it's empty, yes.
It is like in the cathedral.
Yes, all the bodies have been removed for sanitary reasons. Okay, so let's come out. Okay,
¿No te tropieces?
this is a Santa Barbara. Can you show us Santa Barbara in Pamplona?
I don't know.
I don't know. Abby, great question. I don't know if we have a Santa Barbara in Pamplona, but what we're going to do is we're going to research it and we'll post it in my Facebook profile. Okay, so great. I guess you're devoted to Santa Barbara.
It's a really, yeah, you know.
Ponte de
Cuando-
cacharro que no. Okay.
Santa Bárbara cuando truena.
Yeah, Santa Barbara is when we say that when you have thunders, it's
Yes.
because Santa Barbara is closed. That's what we say. I don't know. So we'll look for it. So this beautiful, extremely modern-looking building, it is the Palace of El
Okay, you
Condestable.
have said beautiful, but
I loved it. You don't like it?
That building,
I
yes.
think I love this.
I
mean,
don't
you have to say that
understand.
it's from the
So
16th
sorry.
century.
Yes, I like the
I think it's,
when we get inside, but not outside.
I think it's so
Quite
strange.
strange.
I mean, and it was like this. I mean, it was pretty much this way when it was constructed, and so flat and so incredible. It's Renaissance style. We're gonna go inside, which is super, super beautiful. Gorgeous churches, yes, cathedrals and basilicas, all the beds free. As you could ever see, yes, that is. I mean, they are so beautiful. So this palace, look at the wooden work at the entrance. I think it's so beautiful, beautiful. But what it is incredible, it's this central patio that we have here. We have 14 columns. We have 3 floors high. And it's like amazing. Back then it was a patio, it was open air. This building was the city hall. When our city hall that we have just seen was being constructed between the years 1752 and 1760. So really, it's an amazing building. Now it is a civic center where we have now photographic exhibitions, or there's always something going on.
Presentations and everything.
So it's super, super beautiful to have all of these places in the city. Instead of having empty palaces, what we have it's, civic centers.
Because many of them belongs to families that could then
afford to keep them.
Yes, and they have a use now. We can use them.
We lost signal. Sorry, guys. We're back now.
Okay.
Okay, we're back. This is coming inside of places. I know, it's so weird.
Because there are inside many presentations and everything. Yes.
Well, who knows? Anyway, now we are in the main street, La Calle Mayor. This street, back then, as you see, it's one straight line from the beginning all the way to the end, and there's barely no exits. It was just, that was the way it was constructed in the main streets of the cities on Middle Ages. Right? So all along we have palaces, humble houses, all connected one to another. Okay, without
and everything was for the pilgrims. We have here many shops and everything for the pilgrims, because that was the last stop before getting to Puente la Reina.
Yeah.
And if they need to buy something or something like that, it was here.
It was, and it still is.
Yes.
I mean, they still have, like
you see how many
shoe shops
have.
for pilgrims.
Yes.
I mean, it's not for pilgrims, but they have super comfortable things, and to buy water, and you have pharmacy. Everything prepared for the pilgrims.
Yes.
So, pilgrims is a huge, huge thing. Let's come out a little bit of the Camino de Santiago, and let's talk about Ernest Hemingway, because Hemingway, we always say that he came to Pamplona in 1923, and he was hosted at Hotel La Perla. But that is not true. Not the first year. He didn't have money to pay all the way to Hotel La Perla that year.
It was too expensive.
It was way too expensive. He was hosted in this house, up there, in that tiny little window. That was Hemingway's and his wife, Hedley Richardson. The first year they came to Pamplona, to the Running of the Bulls, in 1923, where they were hosted. Okay, so in the middle of the main street of Pamplona, which tour guides, we tend to say.
And was the owner of the Hotel La Perla who helps them to find
them. These are tour guides. We always say that they were hosted at Hotel La Perla the first year, but that's not true. The people from Hotel La Perla helped them find this place, which are much, much cheaper. Okay, but it's easier for us to say, Hemingway, stay here. No.
Yes.
You stayed in this beautiful, tiny little cozy apartment. Probably the owners, they don't even know it. It was like. Okay. I was telling you about that all along the main route of Pamplona, of the main street of Pamplona, we have beautiful palaces. If there's one that stands out, it is this one, the Palace of Ezpeleta. This beautiful, beautiful Baroque palace, constructed in 1709. As you can, I don't know what happened. No. Okay, there we go. Are we back again? You like the barrel-shaped tables at the bar? Well, we're a big wine region, so we do have a lot of those barrels. Anyway, back to this beautiful palace. It was constructed in the 1700s, the beginning of the 1700s. It is in this very, very white stone that is very impressive, and all the higher part. Yes, ironwork always stands out in Spain. Abby, you are right. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Well, this was a private home that it was given years later to some nuns to make a school for girls. My mom studied in here.
Yes.
This was my mom's school. And then the nuns left because it was too small for them, and they gave it to the city, and it became the School of Music.
The School of Languages.
Now it's the School of Languages, but before it was
the official School of Languages, and usually we came here to make the exams.
We're not going to come in because here it's going to cut, break, yes and yes. And the floor, it's one of these beautiful stone river.
Yeah.
These patterns are so
This is
beautiful.
really typical in the north of Navarra.
Yes. Well, your home in Noche Gavia
Yes,
has
I
this.
have that once.
Yeah.
It's
So it's a
really
beautiful,
pretty.
beautiful palace from the 1700s. So let's keep on walking. Ooh, there's a car coming, so let's move fast. Okay, as you see, now on the other side of the city we have green area again, because we are.
Yeah, we have more cars in that part.
Okay, so when the pilgrims enter the city of Pamplona, they are welcomed by this bridge and across, and when they leave the city of Pamplona, the old part of the city of Pamplona, they are going to be goodbye by yet another church, which is not the most beautiful church that we
It
have.
is not so impressive.
Architecturally speaking.
Yes, if you are talking about the outside of the church, but it's really important for us, for the people from Pamplona, yes?
Yes, I mean for us this is the most, not beautiful, but the most, the
most
church that
important,
we
yes.
love the most, because it's the church where San Fermin, our main patron, is.
It is,
Okay.
yes.
The original church is from the 1600s. Unfortunately, we barely have any leftovers from that time.
Fire, yes.
There was a huge fire, there was a little bombing, there was everything suffered this church. But what we have now is from 1901. Okay, but it is a beautiful. It's where we have San Fermin. That one day we have to talk with the priest and see if he can allow us to show
Yeah,
his
could
church
be
from the
interesting
inside.
because it's
There's a
really
museum
nice.
and everything.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the church of where San Fermin is, the church of San Lorenzo, and here the pilgrims will go, keep on
Out,
walking
Yes.
all the way there through the park of La Taconera,
Yeah.
all the
and
way
through
to Santiago de
again
Compostela.
through the walls of Pamplona, yes.
To the south bank of the walls of the city. And with this, let's take a panel around this beautiful
It is
square.
not easy, yes.
Okay, let's see, let's come a little bit away from all the road and
Me
all the
estás haciendo andar por los sitios más difíciles.
most difficult one.
Yes.
Okay, so I think we are more or less done. Where are you? Hello, I cannot
Espera.
see you. Okay, the other side. Yep.
I'm here.
Ah!
I was in the
Okay,
other side,
you're on
yes.
the other side. So,
Yes,
I think
I'm
we're
here.
done on the city of Pamplona. So, thank you so much for watching. You know that all of these tours are tip supported. So, if you would like to leave us a tip, thank you very, very much. We have our tip jar on the text of this video. So, thank you for watching it live. And if you watch the rerun, hey, thank you also for watching it. We'll see you next week. Yes, next
Yes.
week we are going to a winery. Okay, a very small family-run winery.
Hmm.
So it's gonna be. Maybe we'll drink some wine. So have a
No,
wonderful
because
week.
after we talk too much, if we drink some wine, we will
We'll
talk.
be drunk.
Yes.
Who cares if we're drunk? That's fun.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, everybody.
See you next week.
See you
Thank
next
you
week.
so much.
How about? I don't know if. I think we are gonna be able to do the cooking class on Sunday. By the way, so we'll post it. Okay. Ivy, we are going to look for the Santa Barbara image. Well, there has to be at least one.
Yes. I think
Where?
so.
I don't know, but there has to be one.
I think so.
We'll post it on Facebook. Bye bye, my
Bye-bye.
friends. Thank you, everybody.